Alright, gonna make my filling for my apple pies. So the first thing I do is, of course, peel and core your apples. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to cut them. And then I'm going to cut them again. And I'm going to do one more time. I want small pieces, so they'll be smaller, like that. So that's what I'm looking for. Alright, and then if you see little seeds, just cut them off. You don't want that in your apple pie. And this is about 5 apples. Right now, a little seed in there. We don't want seeds. Don't like seeds. I don't know how good that would be. Anyway. Alright, so get all of these cut. Once we do this is really the longest part of it. Well, this and the biscuits. Y'all saw me make biscuits before. Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put it all together. A half a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of brown sugar, packed brown sugar, I use a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of flour. I take butter, a half of a stick of butter. And on this, I try to cut this up small pieces as well. Let's get my cutting board. Just break it into small pieces. You don't want real big pieces in here. It's been sitting out a little bit, so that's gonna be a problem for me. Don't let your butter sit up. The colder it is, the more easier it is to work with. And just take it and break it into small pieces. Alright, and then once you're done with that, wash your hands. Alright, and then you're going to take your spoon and move the stuff around really good. You're going to let this set to really soak up all of this. And then a pinch of salt. So I don't do a lot of salt in it. I just do about I don't know, maybe a third of a teaspoon of salt, not a lot. And I use sea salt. And just make sure it's good and coated, very mixed up. Alright, so once this is mixed up, you, like I said, you set it aside for about 30 minutes just to really let it just soak in all of those juices. And then we'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I put my apple pies together. I take my biscuits that I make, my biscuit dough that I make, and I cut them a little thicker with this size cutter, and I cut them a little thicker, and then I will just kind of roll it out a little bit, not a whole lot. Just want it a little bit rolled, and then I will take my cookie sheet and I will put it on there. And then I will take some of my pie filling and put it right in the middle of your cookie sheet. And then you're just going to fold it over. And you're going to press the ends with a fork. Let's see, where's my fork? So you're going to just press down the ends to make sure they're good and pressed. And then alright, so make sure they're good and pressed. Then I will take some butter, melted. So I'll take a little bit of melted butter I will go over the top of them. And then I will take some sugar and cinnamon mixture together and then just sprinkle over the top. This is this sugar and cinnamon mixture. Just sprinkle over the top, not a whole bunch, just enough. And then put it up toward here. This one is a little weird looking, but it's fine. It's fine. It's gonna work out fine. Tastes just the same. Just pulled a little bit part of it. Put your little, and then you just work your pan. So next one, all the way until you get them done. Okay, took them out of the oven. This is what they look like. About to plate them and let them cool completely. Or not plate them, put them on a cooling rack and let them cool completely. Alright, here's an apple pie. Yes, I've pinched a piece off. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it open. It's hard to do with one hand. Cut it open. This is what the inside looks like. See the little apples on the inside. And this is the bottom. Perfectly. Other side, there's your apples. And there they are cooling on the rack. Yum, yum.